we're in the Milster basement of the lab, whatever you want to call it, and just kind of wanted to go over the stable of 1911s I've been sitting on. Always loved the platform. It was actually my first centerfire pistol. Was a Springfield Armory mil-spec national match, 1911. I got it when I was 16, so circa 2005-ish. Carried it all over the place. Shot the snot out of it. Like other things, it walked away in a trade. Happy with the trade, but that was a long time ago, and so kind of had this gap where I didn't have any 1911s in the safe. And in 21, that kind of changed. I got back in the game. I was at my local shop. I'd seen these online. I didn't think I'd ever see one in person. But I walked in and they had the Springfield Armory Vickers Tactical Masterclass, which is a cool collaboration with Larry Vickers and Springfield. They included a lot of Wilson parts when they made this. Kind of has unique checkering. It's like a parkerized finish, no magwell. Does have the ball cuts and ring hammer, which I love. Single-sided safety. For the price, this one I got, I think these were great guns. Still make them. I think originally they were just supposed to be like a limited run. I know this one's a double-digit serial number, and it's serialized on the frame, barrel. I think the bushing as well is serialized. So there was some hand fitting with these, not extensively. Still kind of a factory gun, but this was excellent to kind of get the juices flowing again. After that, I was perusing Guns International one day and saw a Kobra that was almost too good to be true, price point wise. When I was in college, I watched a lot of Hickok 45. It's kind of when he was getting started, and he would occasionally do videos with, he had a Kobra. I'll show it to you when I'm talking about it. And I thought it was the absolute coolest gun I'd ever seen in my life, and wanted one forever. Didn't think I would ever get one, and then saw this one used and jumped all over it. Found out what's cool with Ed Brown is they have a pretty great gunsmithing program, or it's not gunsmithing, but service program where you can send in a Brown to them and they will do a lot of work. So this one was good. It kind of needed a little tune up and some refresh. So I sent it to them and we actually did ball cuts. We crowned the barrel. I had it swapped. When I got it, it had an ambi safety. I put a single sight on it, some VZ grips. Oh, and we also did the gold front bead and U-notch rear. It had night sights on it from the factory, like 2014, and they were pretty dead. So I guess it goes without saying, it says a Commander, just for comparison, a little shorter, 4 1/4 inch barrel versus a 5-inch government. This one does get carried a lot, especially in the summer. It carries great. I actually love these little Wilson Combat flush fit. They're still 8 rounds, but they fit flush. It just makes it a little bit better when carrying. These are also 230 grain HSTs. That's what I carry on my 1911s. Put the loaded mag over there. Kind of move next to what I call currently the jewel of the collection is the Alchemy Custom Prime Elite blued 5-inch government, ball cuts, ring hammer, crown barrel, HRT slide stop, which is how that is flush. It's called HRT cut. Some custom grips from Greg's Grips. Makes awesome stuff. Magwell blended, looks amazing. And not a ton to say about these. Alchemy Custom Weaponry, small shotgun. Kind of my first foray into that. Really, you can see, but you can really feel the difference. It's hard to even describe it. The fit is just, you got to feel it. The lockup is phenomenal. It truly is. It shoots like nothing else I have. It makes it feel easy when you shoot it. Can't say enough about it. Carry this one all the time. Starting to get a little bit of wear on the blue, which I love around kind of where I hold it. You know, no safe queens here. Last two, this one I think is super interesting and special. So when I kind of started getting back into this, out of the blue, my dad, who's not a huge gun guy, said he wanted a 1911. Okay, cool. So he loves Colts. He likes stainless. So he picked out just one of the Colt new in box government models. Was a little disappointed when I got a hold of it. It sounded like a rattle trap. The finish wasn't exactly great. The magwell rattled like crazy and wasn't blended at all. Like it looked like a different color. So this gun actually went off to Rob Schauland at Schauland Performance in Full Circle. He is the guy that started Alchemy, has his own shop now. But so he took this and totally refinished it. New trigger, new grip safety, new thumb safety, blended the magwell, new hand fit bushing. We didn't change the sights, I kind of wish we would have, but that's all right. Oh, and also Armory grips from Craig's Grips. And this thing feels like a totally different gun. Oh, and he also welded the frame rails. So you got a hand fit slide to frame finish or fit. This I actually paid him more than what the gun cost new, and it was worth every penny. Super cool. Colt Gold Cup trophy by Schauland Performance. Lastly, kind of a sentimental one, gets me right in the feels. Colt 1911 A1 Repro. They came out with these in like the early 2000s as a limited run. They were a reproduction, and they actually even down to the box they shipped them in. It's what a Colt 1911 A1 would have looked like circa 1943. Kind of has the wartime finish. It's got the the U.S. government property marks, kind of all the stuff. Special because we got this for my late grandfather for his 75th birthday. He was a World War II vet, served in North Africa, Sicily, and Italy. 2 Purple Hearts before he got to come home. We got this for him. He was also the one that got me into shooting. Passed away in 2021 at 99. It's just super special to me. Funny story about it. He was a light machine gun squad member for his whole time. And early in the war, I know he'd said that they actually, before they got the air-cooled Browning machine guns, they still used water-cooled guns. I never asked him about his pistol, but I knew he had a pistol because machine gun crew. So we got him this. He opened it. He was super tickled. And I asked him, I said, was it like the one you carried? And he said, no, I carried a revolver. So he was issued a all 1917, either Colt or Smith & Wesson revolver. He was too early in the war to even get 1911. He's passed. It's mine. I'll never get rid of it. The finish isn't great. It absolutely bites your wrist when you shoot it if you have a nice high grip. But I don't know. Kind of makes me think it could be a good candidate to get some custom work done. Because I'm never going to get rid of it. But anyway, that is the stable. Most are doing 1911s circa mid-year 2025. We do have another on order from Alchemy. It's one of their Prime Elite Commanders in 9mm for my dad. He doesn't know it yet, but he's getting it. So, yeah, that's where we're at. I think they tend to multiply. It's something about just a fine, hand-fitted piece of Americana. And I know 1911 Syndicate has an older video out there, and he says what's cool about the 1911 and shows, movies, TV, and it's always the hero gun. It's just something about them. Cheers. Thanks for tuning in.